Learn all about living in Los Cabos, Mexico from Cindy Dahl in this video interview with expats in Mexico. Cindy, why did you decide to move to Mexico?
The weather, and the weather.
Are you saying that the weather in Denver, Colorado is not fantastic?
I can tell you that the winters were starting to wear me out. Yes.
They do that, don't they?
Yes, I had shoveled enough snow, Bob, in my day, so it was time to go somewhere warm.
So why Cabo? Why did you decide upon Cabo?
So again, like I said, I had a daughter-in-law, son-in-law. It's my husband's youngest son, and they had been going to Cabo actually almost longer than we had. And every time we went down and we were with them or we were by ourselves, we found the climate to be phenomenal. Felt very safe, very clean. I love the people. Open arms, felt like I was welcome every time I went. And so we just basically decided we were going to go down to go fishing. Most of it was a lot of fishing tournaments. My husband was in fishing tournaments, and I just enjoyed the ocean. So as we kept coming down more and more, we realized that, well, it's safe, great climate. Let's look at real estate. So we started looking around for a place and ended up buying about 3 years ago, actually closer to 4 years ago, the end of 2014.
And you are in real estate, right?
That's correct.
Who do you work for?
I work for Engel and Volker Snell Real Estate
And how long have you worked for them?
for almost 2 years now.
So how long have you lived in Mexico now?
So we moved there we bought a place at the end of 2014, right after Hurricane Odile.
Oh, that's right. So were there good values after the hurricane went through?
Yes, yes, there was.
Everybody said, "Get me out of here," huh?
I know, and I was like, I'm ready to buy, but yeah.
So where did you guys buy?
So my farming area was Pedregal, and the reason it's Pedregal is because we bought in Pedregal. We ended up going down to a condo down there in Pedregal.
And what is Pedregal? Where is it located?
At the very, very tip of the Baja. Basically, you are at where the Sea of Cortez and the Pacific Ocean meet. That's Pedregal, and you've got beautiful terrain up there, mountainous. Pedregal stands for cobblestone, so it is all cobblestone streets all around. Beautiful community, very tight-knit community. It seemed very open, a lot of Canadians, a lot of Americans. So when we bought down there, we had kind of done a little research, and of course then we had the big hurricane, and it was a great time to buy. So I actually decided when I decided I wanted to do real estate there, I thought, well, Pedregal will be a fabulous farming area for me. And that's pretty much where I concentrate most of my listings and where I bring my buyers.
Right. Well, tell me a little bit about your house.
So it was my house in Cabo is actually a condo, and it's called Andalaya, and it's just a little unit of about 22 different little condos within there. There's 2 bedrooms, 1 bedrooms, and a couple 3 bedrooms. But it's a really small, tight-knit community there.
And the place that you have, your condo, that's like a 2 bedroom, 2 bath condo?
You got it.
What's the square footage in your place?
2,100.
Oh, nice. And you obviously
Yeah.
have great views of the ocean and
Actually, in Andalaya, there's only a few units that have the view of the Sea of Cortez. We're on the marina side. So I would say the majority of my listings now are on the Pacific side,
hmm
which has absolutely gorgeous views of the ocean.
hmm
The
Uh,
marina side's different.
okay. I mean, you have a common pool and things like that, right? And HOA fees that you have to pay and so forth.
Yep. So Pedregal actually has the Pedregal Association. So you have to pay the Pedregal Association. And then Andalaya, as a condominium regime, has its own HOAs. So what Andalaya did was went ahead and put them all together. So we have a monthly that goes with the Pedregal and the Andalaya. So we just have a monthly HOA fee.
And how much is it?
Mine is based on your square footage, so mine was 460.
$460 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And how much did you and your husband pay for that place?
Back right after Odile, a pretty good amount.
No,
150.
150,000. Wow, that's great. Do you speak Spanish at all? Have you taken lessons?
I have. I took some lessons with about six other girlfriends of mine. We took lessons in a guy that had actually a degree in languages there in Cabo. And I did it for 3 months straight. And I felt like as soon as I stopped, I lost it. But I did the Duolingo. I've done the Rosetta Stone. And I've also, I'm planning on, Kristen Bloomquist, where her and I are going to try to do some lessons together. She's actually doing some lessons one-on-one right now. So I do believe that learning Spanish it's not just easier to get around. I think it's respectful for living there. It's their country, it's their language. And so I want to learn it and I'm working on it. It is tougher the older you get, I feel, Bob, but I am trying.
What do you do for fun down there?
Fishing. So we are big. My husband is a huge fisherman. He does the Cabo extreme fishing. So he actually does a lot of friends and family that will come down and he'll guide them out on the shore fishing. So we go shore fishing. I also love golfing. And there's some really good golf courses in Cabo.
Lots of golf courses in Cabo. Yes.
So I really enjoy that. My husband's a marshal at Quivira, so I'm able to golf there for free with him, which is fabulous. But Palmilla is nice, Cabo Real, there's just so many. So we do that. I do a lot of walking with my friends around the marina. We do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday walking group, and that's a lot of fun. So
Do you
I do a lot.
do you guys go out to dinner often?
Not very often. We eat a lot of fish, as you can imagine, from doing a
Sure.
lot of fishing.
Yeah.
But El Peregrino is one of our favorites for steak. Romeo and Juliet's for Italian. The Italian Job for Italian.
Hmm.
Yeah, we do a lot of going out to
And
eat.
what about local restaurants? Just some of the outside of the tourist areas.
I like the taquerias. If you can find a good taqueria, you can get a taco for 25 pesos or less, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, isn't that marvelous? Uh,
It's
how much do you spend on dining? Is it even with the more expensive places, it's still not bad, right?
not at all. And it's actually amazing how inexpensive the cost of living is down there. The only thing I've found that is similar to the States is the gas prices. Everything else, it seems to be less if you know where to shop.
Well, yeah, when Mexico deregulated the energy industry, it really drove up gas prices. That is an issue right now. Um, what about shopping? Is there plentiful shopping there? Big box stores as well as local shops?
I believe now yeah, I hear stories about what Cabo used to be like, where you had to go to a place for the meat market, you had to go over here for your vegetables. But now you can do so much shopping with your Walmart, your mega stores, or your La Comer, Costco. There's just so much to choose from. I actually like to go to the farmers markets and get the fresh stuff. But there is, I mean, anything you want in Cabo, that was actually a surprise to me. I was worried about my diet and what I would be able to find there as far as vegetables and fresh, and it's been wonderful. I actually get great prices, great fresh vegetables, wonderful meats. It's been wonderful.
What do you do for your medical care?
So we had a bit of an experience with my husband the barbecue blew up and it burnt his leg.
Oh,
So we
goodness.
had one of those. We didn't have any insurance. We had insurance in the States at the time, and it was actually cheaper for us to just go to the ER. It was a second degree burn. It wasn't a third degree burn. And we ended up going to another emergency room where we told them we live there and we have no insurance. And it was $320. The pricing is unbelievably good in the medical industry there.
Is your insurance through a Mexican carrier or is it U.S. insurance?
US.
U.S. insurance. So you have basically an international policy.
Right, but it's very limited. So I just don't even worry about it
So you
when I'm
basically
down
pay
there.
out of pocket,
That's
as
what
many
I
do,
do.
because your health care there is medical care there is very inexpensive and very very high quality, particularly in the tourist areas and the larger cities.
Yes, I feel very safe going to the doctor, any doctor there, and dentists as well.
So, what are the three things you love most about living in Los Cabos?
The 350 plus days of sunshine, I have to say. I love hanging out at the beaches, the ocean. We like to go to areas that aren't exactly touristy where we can go fish. And that's fantastic up on the Pacific Ocean up there. I love the golfing. I have to say, I've become a golfer now, Bob. And so I love to golf. So
That's the
golfing,
that's the
fishing,
place to
and so
golf.
it is. It really is.
Anything else?
Oh, let's see. The only thing that I would love to say is that the safety issue. I know that that's come up on many occasions. I don't feel like they do it justice in the States as far as putting Mexico in one big, you know, the 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 Baja is its own little world down in the Baja. It feels you can't lump it all in one sum of all of Mexico as far as safety goes. I have never felt safer than in the Baja, not even here in Colorado. When I look at the news in Colorado, I am shocked. And I don't feel that way down in the Baja. So I hope more people will realize how safe it is.
Thank you, Cindy. It's been a delight spending the morning chatting with you.
Me too. I'm glad we got it to work, Bob.